Hello and what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Game 5 between Virtus Pro and Team Secret in the Dota Summit 7 Grand Finals. This is the last game of the series. Whoever takes this takes the trophy or whatever they get. I don't know what they actually win. I don't know how much money they win either, but they'll win the tournament regardless. A pretty big land win leading into TI7. I think this is more important for Secret than anything to try to get this win, because Virtus Pro, I would say they pretty much already have a shot at TI, or an invite at TI. Considering that Valve does invite this runner-up to the last major, to the next major, as they did with Adphenum, and Virtus Pro, of course, did get second place at Kiev. But enough about that. Let's talk about the draft here. Virtus Pro not continuing with their all-hero challenge. They will just pick up something they're comfortable with. Darkseer, Sven, they've played these heroes before, and it is because the heroes that are left in the pool are pretty garbage, and Secret are not giving them the IO. If they get the IO, they might be able to continue with it, because they're just banning out IO. They know that Secret will just ban some supports, and then at that point, what are they going to pick? Support Slark, support Pugna, like the heroes that are left that can fit the supporting role are just too bad. And we saw it last game there, where they just picked 5 position Brew, and he pretty much did nothing but feed and help them in like one high ground defense, but that is it. So they're just picking heroes that they've played before now, and they do want to win this tournament, and this says it. As I don't think it's important to them in terms of trying to get a invite to TI. I think they've already shown that they deserve one, but the money is nice, of course, and having the back-to-back titles is cool as well, as they did take the Summit 6. And so now if you look at Secret, they're just banning regularly again, taking out some combo heroes that can go with the Darkseer. The Night Stalker, I mean, doesn't really combo with the Darkseer, but he's going to be very strong, can get the Iron Shell put onto him, and a strong hero in general that can fit with Virtus Pro. And of course, Disruptor for solo can be pretty good with the Vacuum. And here they're going to pick Nyx Assassin. So I'm assuming this is a KheZu Sand King. Nyx Assassin will be played by YapzOr. Now Virtus Pro picking up the Death Prophet for no one. And I think Nyx is pretty good against Death Prophet. I'm surprised that they just pick it up like this. I think he needs some extra help in terms of keeping him alive here. I think they can just burst him at this point. They have a lot of disable and teamfight as well with the 3 heroes that they have so far in Secret, and they've yet to show their cores. Possibilities are maybe a Bristle again. I feel like it wouldn't be bad. No, they're going for Medusa, a hero that will be very good against Sven. I like that, because Sven kind of wants to go in and kill everybody, but Medusa is gonna pop the Stone Gaze and say no to that. And in addition, I don't think she matches up that poorly against the Death Prophet either mid. So, well, they're actually suspecting a safe lane Medusa for Secret, as Virtus Pro will ban out the Invoker. And I think he would be pretty good here as well. With the Tornado, he can really just reset the fights, and that's something that Sven does not like at all. And they have so far a lot of kiting potential for him already, and disables as well. He will have to be building into a BKB. Secret's last ban here, it's gonna be a Lil hero most likely. And what would they pick here for Lil? They need something to put pressure on the lanes. They do need to win the early game, and then snowball into this event, and it's gonna be up to Pasha to get the initiations for these team fights. They do need a good initiation, otherwise Secret are just going to get their swells off and most likely live and then turn the fight around. And there you go, they take out Aroma for Lil the Slardar. At this point, they're not even sure what he would really want to play, as this is the first time Virtus Pro are going to pick heroes that they've actually played before. Since now, they literally just pick different heroes every single game, and only in this game, the final game of the tournament, will they finally just repeat on some of these heroes, as they have played all these heroes before. I mean, they can go for all hero challenge and pick up a Lil Visage, as they haven't played that yet, or will it be a little bit too greedy? Who knows? And other heroes that Lil could play that they haven't picked yet. Or, the Riki is banned, so never mind that. Undying, I guess. Chen. Oh, wait a minute. There's the hero that they haven't played yet. All right. So they go with, once again, a new hero that has not been picked yet by them in this tournament. Anti-Mage for Ramses in response to the Medusa, as well as the Razor. I think Anti-Mage pretty good against both those heroes. You can always blink away from the static link. And then, of course, the Mana Burn, very good against Medusa. And it will provide them some split push as well. And, of course, that will mean that the Sven is a support. I think this does work out. I don't think they were intentionally planning on this, but as they saw Secret's picks, they decide to switch it up. No one will still remain on the Death Prophet. Solo will take up the 5 position Warlock, and I don't even think a Sven is that bad as a support in this game. He'll provide his team a lot of extra armor, and his stun is pretty good. He just needs to get some mana regen, and he'll be able to run around and create some space for his anti-mage. So, and I thought Virtus Pro were going to completely go back to something they're comfortable with, heroes they've picked before, but in the last pick, just because of the Medusa coming out from Secret, they will go with the anti-mage to counter that one, and that will be how many heroes that they have picked out of 100 something? How many heroes are in Dota? I don't know. I think 113. That's going to be 81 different heroes played with only 4 repeats. I did the math there. I'm looking at Dota Buff. So this is game 5, the last game between Virtus Pro and Team Secret in the Summit 7 Grand Finals. Winner takes it all. Let's see what we have for this game. I'm interested because Secret seemed like, once again, they kind of have a death ball strategy here, and I do think that if Virtus Pro can get to the late game, they will come ahead. Of course, they do have room to scale on Secret with the Nyx Assassin getting some items up. He's very good against these heroes, including the Anti-Mage. The Mana Burn, actually very good against Anti-Mage because, of course, he can't blink away, and without his blink, he's not really the same hero. Both teams moving out, placing wards. Solo got a pretty deep ward here. He got one mid, or he attempted to put one mid, but it was spotted out, so we'll have to back off. Secret did get one mid, though. And they also got a deep ward over here, spotting at Pasha currently. No one will be going for boots as he realizes that he's laning against a Razor. That's smart. And Ramses, let's see how they do here with this tri-lane. I think they can do just fine. No matter what Secret throw at them, I think Anti-Mage will, or maybe not. Yeah, they spotting out the tri-lane. Secret, we're going for a full tri-lane here with Medusa, Nyx, and Crystal Maiden to try to meet up against the AM. And they will spot that out with the ward placed by Solo, and they're going to back away. Yapzor even coming in here. Oh, actually, Yapzor, the support Sand King. I thought he was going to be on the Nyx for sure, but no. He will be playing support Sand King once again. It worked out for them in the last game, of course. Crystal Maiden and Sand King support duo, and they're going to pick it again here in game 5. No one going to take the mid lane. He will most likely be dual lane at the beginning, as that is what Secret like to do. And of course he will come ahead of the block here, it seems, as he's able to get in front of the creeps. He's a little bit faster than the Razor, so I'm assuming he got to the creeps, was able to block it. The Razor missed one creep there, and as a result, we'll have to be able to play on the low ground. We'll get the static link out. Yapzor attempted to maybe snipe the courier there, but will not find it. But in the meantime, Solo does. Nice play there. That was without a ward. He just guessed. That was a sick play from him. And that will be mid ones. What is it? He already started with a salve, so... Oh, no, he got it on the way back, yeah. Alright, never mind. He had the vision from the high ground, of course, because the Death Prophet blocked the wave. So he saw it and caught it on the way back. I thought he absolutely just predicted when the courier would come. and blindly went out and got it, but that makes a lot more sense now. KheZu will be laning against an AM, and with solo here, like, KheZu's not going to have the best time in the lane, because without mana, there's only so much you can do. I mean, you can still lane and get experience, but in terms of trying to contest AM for last hits, he's not going to be able to do that so much, and solo even going to hit him with the deny right there. And in the top lane, it's actually going to be a dual lane. Lil and Pasha grouping up and actually giving MP a little bit of a hard time. He will be salving up, so he's back to full HP and mana, and Crystal Maiden going to help him out there as well. Lil also out of mana, but he has the Mango to get another stun off. Puppey wanting to pick up the bounty rune right now. Well, first blood will happen in the bottom lane, and they might get another one here. Maybe not, as KheZu will get the spike here. No, that's upheaval leveled by solo, and that's going to be enough slow to get a kill for Ramses. Double kill for him. He's off to a good start already on his AM. And even went for the Orb of Venom, of course. That does stack with the mana break now, so nice pickup from there. It will allow him to play a lot more aggressive in his lane. Yapzor will come back in after feeding first blood, while Puppey got taken down very low in this top lane. It looks like Lil tried to go for a dive. He popped his Mango there, but Puppey will get away. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he's popping the war cry. He won't die for this one, though, as he realizes Puppey still has a frostbite, so it's pretty unlikely that he'll be able to get that one. And he's going to back himself off. And KheZu, already TPing back in, will be brought down very low from the AM. And Ramses solving up, so he's full HP. He's ready to do some more fighting, while KheZu just actually wants to walk back to base again. I mean, he's gonna die here if he stays in this lane for much longer. Or if anything, he just literally has to just hide. He can't show up to the creep wave at all. And with Yapzor here, he's going to be able to play a little bit more forward, as he can rely on his Sand King to get a stun for him, so that he can get away. But at this point in the mid lane, Lil going for a deep dive, maybe too deep there, as just gets taken out with a rotation coming in from Puppey. On the top lane, Pasha trying to dive MP, and Virtus Pro actually putting pressure on all lanes, which is surprising with an AM pick. And it's an off-lane AM at this point, but he's definitely winning this lane hard. Let's open up the last hits right now and see that he will be at the top. Razor above him by a little bit in terms of denies, and one last hit ahead. But no one's just gonna get a solo kill there onto Midwan. He's like, my Link is better than your Link, bro. Gives me health. Well, in the top lane, Pasha will find a kill there with the help of Lil onto Medusa. And at this point, Virtus Pro actually winning every lane. They went back and picked heroes they were comfortable with and that they've played before. And what? This Assassin TPing out, MP TPing in, but I don't think Medusa going to have any much better time in this lane than the next Assassin. She's gonna get her mana burn, and that goes all her tankiness there without her mana shield. Puppey and Yapzor grouping up together, looking for some action. They're gonna grab the enemy bounty rune, the scan, and going to spot them out. So Yapzor has been found. He's gonna run into Solo now. Solo just going to pop the heal on himself and run away. And Pasha will actually swap lanes with the anti-mage now. I think Ramses could have stayed in the bottom lane, but he just didn't want to. He can, of course, do a lot better against the Nyx, as not only is the Nyx lower level, Medusa will probably receive help from the supports, and at that point he's just going to take the farm in the safe lane. As his farm is not free farm. It was contested a little bit because he was doing a lot of fighting. And in the safe lane, he'll be able to actually get up his farm a lot faster and get to his Battle Fury. And Lil will be building into a mana boots just to help his mana pool. Very good to help with his team as well. They're actually going to rotate Solo up here too, and with the stun coming in from Lil, they're going to try for a kill into KheZu. Nice juke there from Ramses, not getting hit by the double stun from KheZu, but they can't dive him under tower even with the upheaval. And they're just going to back off. Ramses is going to receive a heal. Let's get the tower aggro off of him, and he's just fine. Did force a TP from Puppey, but KheZu should be able to shrine and get right back to the lane. Pasha going to do the same. Mid lane will be no one versus Yapzor. How many times has this happened? But here comes the gank coming in from Yapzor, but it's not enough, and he's just going to turn it around with a Crypt Swarm. It's going to be an easy kill for no one. I mean, the ganker became the ganky there. So he just turned that one right around. He doesn't care once again if he gets static linked. I don't know. Like, they picked the Razor to deal with Sven carry, right? Because Razor are going to be able to dumpster a Sven, but against an anti-mage, he's going to blink out. So his Razor pick is absolutely wasted, I would say, for Secret. He doesn't do much in this game. And you already see, he's one death down to no one, and no one is looking like the stronger and superior mid hero right now. He's just bullying him out with his Arcane Word. And Lil will TP back to the top lane. Let's see if he wants to look for another kill here onto the Nyx. He can just carapace the stun, but last time he didn't get it off. And we'll see here, they're just securing Ramsey's lane. No one's lane is already secure, and he's doing just fine here. In the bottom lane, Pasha's doing not bad either. His farm is looking decent. 36 CS onto him. And YapzOr coming in, maybe looking for a kill. He did take a lot of damage there from the Mystic Snake. Can he get away? Doesn't have enough mana for Surge, and he will go down. Nice play there from YapzOr. KheZu trying to intercept or sap some experience like Bone really intercepted, but now Lil going to get the stun. He does get out the Spike Carapace, and no Mana Void will stop the TP, and that's an easy kill for Ramses. He's on a killing spree. No one even came in there with one auto attack, just for the heck of it. And he will be building into Euls, that's very good. Extra move speed, mana regen, everything you would hope on a Death Prophet. Puppey, only level 4. He hasn't been playing much with YapzOr anymore as the lane has been swapped here. There's really not much that they can do together. Death Prophet's way too hard to kill, they just have to leave her be. Anti-Mage has 2 supports to protect him, so YapzOr just trying to secure the Medusa's lane and try to slow down the Darkseer to the best of his ability, while Puppey just wants to farm up in the jungle. Mid one racing to the rune with no one, but he'll get there first with the help of YapzOr. I think no one would have went for that one if it was just the Razor. Because even if Razor got the rune, he would be able to do some harass onto him. But as we see that, he's going to do it now in the mid lane. As both heroes are linked together. We got one coming from up top, one coming from in the bottom there, creating a bit of a ellipse. Lil smoked up, looking for potential gank onto mid one, but he's already backed away and shrined up. I don't think this is going to work out. And they're even drawing a box here. I think they know that he's here, maybe? YapzOr. Oh, they might try to go for... I think they were trying to go for a wraparound into the Death Prophet, but Lil gonna break the smoke and he's gonna eat... No, YapzOr misses the stun, and Lil just gonna walk away. Nice play there. Yeah, YapzOr wanted to wrap around and go for a kill into no one potentially, but just gonna back off, and now VP will be the ones shining up. Meanwhile, Ramsey is still farming, and there's a big stack for him here as well. He's gonna slowly take it down, even receive the heal here from the Warlock just so he can tank up a little bit. Nyx wants to sap the experience, and Ramsey's gonna go, alright, no experience for you, dude. We're not gonna farm it anymore. I'm gonna go just farm the creep wave. And YapzOr just sitting around for a little bit here after that failed smoke, while Lil putting the Iron Shell, or got the Iron Shell put onto him, and he wants to maybe go for a gank here onto the Medusa, forcing the supports down here. And MP is go for the Blade Mail Medusa build. That's a lot of damage, because that was without the mana shield, but she'll turn it on now. YapzOr misses a stun once again, and Lil will walk out. Actually fairly strong just because of the Warcry and the Surge. They're moving pretty fast and hard to lock down. Once again, no one racing mid one to the rune, but fortunately Razor's a little bit faster. I mean, maybe DP would be if she still had her ult passive. It was a little bit too similar to Razor, so they changed it to the Suck and made her similar to Razor in a different way. But speaking about Razor, he's gonna go down to killing spree for no one. He popped his ultimate there. He wants more, but we can get KheZu. He has the Spike Carapace. He's gonna try for it, maybe? Nah. He's backing off, does a little bit of damage here to the tower. Nice play for him here, hiding in the trees in tower range, but he's going to eat the Spike Carapace, and a stun from YapzOr, playing a little bit too greedy. Can he get his wand off? Now he can suck. Alright, not enough. With the rotation coming in from MP, that will be enough. No one, a bit greedy there, trying to do some damage to the tower, and will get himself killed. In the meantime, though, Ramsey's just been farming up, and he'll have a pretty fast battle period, considering he started in the off lane. And for Lil, He's getting his way to level 6 here. And I wonder what he'll actually build into as a sports fan. Most likely a Blink Dagger, right? And then, oh, what's going on top here? Mid one. Diving deep for this kill into solo, but Ramses wants to turn it around. He'll eat a stun though, into another stun, and he goes down the double bugs, punishing him there for trying to get a kill onto mid one. And Virtus Pro starting to feed some kills away to Secret. Bit of some over-aggression coming in. I would say they're not really necessary kills there. Death Prophet didn't really need to die mid, and Ramses didn't need to die top, but I didn't see the supports rotating in like that. And as a result, they're going to take a lot of damage to their top tier 1 here. It might just fall as well. The bottom lane, Pasha and Lil, they're pushing in, but Tower is still very healthy. No one TP's back to the mid lane, and he still needs a little bit more gold to his Eul Scepter. He's going to be farming up with MP right now. He's close to a Blade Mail. Top tower will fall, it seems. Mid one picking up a drum. That's going to help him get some extra move speed and attack speed as well. He can also use the drum buff. And at that point, he's pretty hard to track down as Virtus Pro a little bit lacking in terms of disable. MP farming up. He will have his Blade Mail very soon. Yaps are how close to his Blink. About 1,200 more gold. 1,400 more gold. KheZu with the Vendetta looking for a kill. They want to just pressure Ramses. They don't want to allow him to get his Battle Fury uncontested, and they're committing 4 heroes for this. And in the meantime, Virtus Pro looking for a play mid. I think they know that the Medusa is alone at this point, and they might go in to find her. They're gonna put no one into the mid lane to push it in first, so they can force some TPs, but Medusa not even showing. A very smart play there. She's not even going to defend the tower at all. She knows that she's vulnerable right now with her supports on top of her, and there is potential for her to get bursted before she can get her Stone Gaze off, especially with the silence coming out from the Death Prophet. So she'll just show herself now as the tower is taken down very low, but support will come back in for no one. Will they go in? Lil jumps in, takes a lot of damage from the Mystic Snake, and I think they'll run away. They want the tower though. Puppey will TP in. Everyone from Secret are here. They want to defend the mid tower, or at least try to deny it or something. They're keeping it alive for now. They want to bait no one in, and now they're going to go for the deny, and Yapster will get it. We'll move forward though with the silence and the Spirit Siphon onto Yapster. Will not be able to chase him down though. So again, they're lacking a little bit in disables. I think KheZu looking for the courier here. They have a ward behind the tower. Nice porting from Secret, by the way. But this is buying a lot of space for Ramses to get up to his Battle Fury. And there's the courier kill for KheZu, immediately TPing away as well, so we'll get out with murder. And let's see how close is Yapster to his blink now. He's about 1,000 gold. Ramses pushes in the top wave, forces someone to come and defend, and he'll TP immediately bottom to get the farm there. Very smart for him, as he's not really going to be able to farm under this tower, of course, but he should be able to farm here bottom for the meantime. And that will allow him to get to his BKB, or BKB, Battle Fury. No one building into a Hood next. Pretty important against the Sand King as well as the next assassin. They actually do a lot of damage to her, and she needs that extra tank. Yep, so it's still just sandstorming up this camp. He's gonna get himself caught out though. That's Eul Scepter into a silence. Oh no, the silence actually misses, but Lil can come in with the stun though. It's only level 1 silence, so not that big of a deal. They'll be able to come in, finish up Yapster. He got a little bit greedy there, farming that. I guess you didn't expect that coming. I thought Anti should be alone bottom for a little bit more, and they come in with a nice rotation there and catch him by surprise. It was a TPN, so there was not much time for him to react to that. Now Solo with some warding. He might get himself caught out here by KheZu. So be careful. In the meantime, mid one is pushing in the top lane while MP is pushing in top. Not doing much damage to it yet, but mid one will take his mid tower with the catapult coming in. And KheZu still scouting out. Will provide vision for mid one, but with Ramses here, I think the tower might be denied, but it will fall for sure. Catapult gonna get another more hits onto it, and mid one actually gonna come in and finish off the tower, not allowing for the deny. Ramses just interested in farming at this point, as we're gonna see a fight break out. KheZu actually getting caught out, walks past a sentry, got silenced up, and they did commit the Death Prophet ultimate there. In the meantime, they did take the tier 1 bottom as well, so it was a tower trade. But now MP doing a lot of damage to the top tower as the catapult has arrived, and he'll have to back off. Now he's going for Dragonlance next for some extra stats. The attack range, of course, is nice as well. And mid one building straight into a BKB. Very important against the... There's not much that he has to watch out for in terms of magic damage or anything like that. It'll help against the AM so that his mana doesn't get burned. And things like Fiddle Bonds, he can just get rid of it. But other than that, the Fatal Bonds isn't even leveled up. It pretty much means that he won't be disabled, is an important thing. And so he'll be able to be in the midst of the fight without being, you know, vacuumed or anything like that. But once again, Virtus Pro are lacking disables, but they have an AM, and I mean, Secret can track him down, but he has his Battle Barrier, and this is when he's going to start farming. And with the AM like this, I don't think that Secret necessarily want to take it late game. I mean, they can. Medusa matching up against AM, if it goes like super late and Medusa still gets like 6 slotted and someone doesn't get wrecked by AM, I think she's decent against him at that point, but definitely now her mana just gets burned so quickly and she just gets deleted. And not being able to get her Stone Gaze off is really important as well. Like at this point, like let's say she eats one Sven stun into AM attacking her, like she's gonna be out of mana to get her ultimate off. Puppey also built into drums. They're doubling up on drums. Mid one almost has his BKB, and so Secret look like they're entirely building to fight right now. Yaps are just trying to finish up his Blink Dagger. We'll have that soon, while Virtus Pro looking to push into the top lane. MP will be building into a Hurricane Pike to be able to kite, as once again Virtus Pro are lacking in disables, and having kiting items is very important for Secret. And Secret want to defend this, but there is a Sven and a Darkseer waiting in the wings. If anyone walks up, they'll die, and they don't manage to find Puppey as he walked up to pick up a bounty, and he's a little bit too fast with the Tranquils as well as the drums, and he'll get out alive there. So tower will fall, and Virtus Pro will back off. Mid one, meanwhile, was pushing in the mid lane this whole time. They'll have to come back and defend. Let's see who they send. AM is going to be the one, and KheZu, maybe look... Nah, there's no way they can kill him. I think he's looking for a courier. And he'll get it, maybe. It's currently flying out to the AM. Now, if you can get the Yasha, this is a pretty big deal. He might just miss it, though. And he just did, actually. And look at that courier. Got the Doge courier, mid one. With Antimate showing mid, we'll run bottom to push that in. He has the backup of Yapzor as well with a Blink Dagger, and KheZu still managed to get the courier there while TPing out. So he gets out with that one, but he won't be here for this fight. So if mid one gets caught out, that might be a... actually, maybe not. He has a Invis Rune. He's moving very fast, and I don't think they have detection prepared. They have sentries, but he can easily move out of the range. And so he'll continue to put pressure down here bottom. Now MP going to show up as well. KheZu will show himself mid, but I don't think Virtus Pro can force a fight with Secret at this point. Once again, they are lacking in disables a little bit. But as I say that, no one goes up, and he wants a Yules onto someone, but Yaps are going to blink away. Mid one pops his Invis Rune, and will run back into Scout. Let's hope that he doesn't run into a Sentry, and he's actually going to realize that and not run in. They're going to smoke, and they want to catch out Virtus Pro as they see Ramses in the top lane. I mean, of course he has a TP, but if they can catch someone out now, well, this is a big kill. No one gets caught out, but nice Sentry here. He's ready with the Yules, but he still gets caught out. Can he survive, though? No, he cannot. He gets bursted down. There's the BKB from mid one, but here's Ramses. They're here for the cleanup kills. Unfortunately, Death Prophet, she might have been able to live there. She was able to get off her wand with her hood, but unfortunately there's just too much burst damage, and now the fight breaks out, and Secret coming ahead here, even though the Warlock Golem was dropped. Lil has to run himself away, doesn't have his blink yet. Ramsey gets out and finds himself a haste rune as well, so that's nice. He survived the fight, he got a couple of kills there. Overall, not an awful fight for Secret, or for either team actually. I'd say it definitely favors Secret, right? But for Virtus Pro, I think that they're okay with it. So, I mean, Ramsey's got the kills, he's still farming, he didn't die. Death Prophet wasn't even involved in that fight, that she was the one initiated on. And I'll say, oh, we'll get them the next one. They don't have the Warlock Golem though, so they can't really fight. And once again, Secret didn't use the Epicenter, they're ready to fight again. They still want to put pressure onto Ramses, and actually VP are the ones putting pressure for Secret to fight, as they're going to walk into Roshan, and Secret so far have not spot this out, and because he just picked up his Midas here, he will probably scout out with Vendetta right now, but Rosh is falling fast. They're able to tank it fairly well as well with the War Cry, and I think they're going to sneak it. Oh, nice play there from Virtus Pro. Quick movement. As soon as no one respawned, he TP'd into Rosh. Popped the ultimate out, and now they're catching out the Razor. He was purged there, so you got super slow as you saw, and they will force the BKB out of mid one. And so that's an Aegis onto Ramses, and he's going to be able to farm a lot more aggressively. That is a problem for Secret, as AM is very good against all their heroes. Once again, this last pick AM definitely probably caught Secret by surprise. Puppy was probably saying to himself, I thought they were done. But I mean, if you look at him as a pick in general, it just fits. With the Battle Fury combos, okay with the Vacuum, right? And of course they have Vacuum Fatal Bonds. He finally put points into it. He went for the max upheaval first, actually. I think Solo realized their lack of escapables, and upheaval was important as there's not many Force Staffs onto Secret quite yet. I think there's only one. Yeah, Hurricane Pike onto Medusa. And look at Ramses, he's blinking aggressively and pushing up the creep wave. He's not going to go in, of course, but he does have his Manta style now. He's fairly strong. I wonder if he's actually going to keep his Aura Venom and build it into a Scotty. I think it would actually be pretty decent in this game. We don't see it too much onto AM, but I mean, of course it is a viable build. And you just see he's able to play aggressively onto MP, and he doesn't care. He's a beast right now. Our boy Ramses 666. And he has his whole team to back him up, of course. He's even going to find a nice ancient stack for himself here on the Secret side of the map. They have the Warlock ulti ready, Vacuum ready, Blink as well into Pasha. Lil doesn't have his Blink yet, but it's going to be fine. And they don't have TP ult, but it's okay. They can take a fight without it for now, and it's cooling down for another 17 seconds, so it's going to be up soon. And Secret, once again, they're just playing as 5. They can't afford to split up too much right now. I feel like they can split farm a little bit with Yapzor, as once again, Virtus Pro will not be able to catch him out that much. They need to blink onto Sven before they can do that. The Sand King is quite escapable, but if he's not next to his team might get caught out, especially the Razor won't be able to play as aggressively. I mean, it does a BKB TP, but even then, Anti-Mage can cancel it with his ult. And there we go. Razor's getting initiated on. He goes into the silence. He'll be backing back as well. He'll be forced to pop his BKB here, for sure. And he does pop it. The wall comes out, though. And the Lucian is spawned first. Lil wants to come in. He hasn't blinked yet. Here comes a stun from Yapzor. Nice 2-man stun. Razor's going to be kept alive. Now Ramsey can go in, though. Oh, he wants the Razor, but he's way too fast. He pops the regen rune, and alright. Is everyone going to get out? Yapzor stuns himself to the high ground. And they're still chasing the Razor. The Surge was keeping Ramses up to pace with the Razor. He's also moving pretty much max moves for himself with that drum charge. But looks like no one actually ended up dying. But that's another BKB charge expended for mid one. It's not good for him. And if Lil had a blink there, they'd for sure lose at least the Razor or Yapzor. And with the BKB down, they're just going to pop the Death Prophet ultimate and start pushing the mid lane. And they do need like some way to get rid of this. That's the only way is Diffusal Blade, but this armor from this Sven is actually so much as a support. I mean, he has the maxed out war card right now, plus 20 bonus armor, and AM gets suddenly very hard to kill, especially with him already having the Aegis, even the Death Prophet. I mean, they have the magic burst, but once like the pipe comes out, alright, it is already out, and the BKB as well into no one. I don't see how they kill these heroes. The Medusa made sense against the Sven, but Virtus Pro switching it up last second with the Anti-Mage. Definitely like their drafting there, and definitely gonna make other teams think. Sven bait, Sven support, Sven carry, who knows? Because they're setting. I don't think they had this idea from the beginning, but it definitely was a nice switch up, and it works as well. I don't think Sven support is that bad at all, and they're gonna catch out Kezu there, but once again lacking his ables. Oh, never mind, they get him. That's quite a punch from Pasha. That was just a regular punch here without his level 15 talent. In the meantime, Ramsey just finds a solo kill, or maybe not. Lil was involved there. Onto Puppy real quick, and he's taking over the game. He will be building into Scotty, by the way, and he almost has it. He has it actually, as I'm pretty sure, or maybe not. Wait, is it Ags? Oh, it's an Ags. I thought it was a Scotty. Why Ags though? Instead of Lincoln Sphere. I do like the... I mean, I guess mana burning the Nyx back. That's annoying, right? Rooting the Crystal Maiden back too. Stunning the Sand King back isn't really good, because that'll kind of put him out of position eventually. I think the big thing is like, I mean, I guess he's just going it because why not? I think he's having fun at this point. I think the Lincoln's just a better item though. I wonder if he'll go with the Scotty though. Still, oh, never mind. He stole his Aura Venom. No Scotty anti-mage for us. No one. Push in mid. He's up to level 16. Once at level 18, oh, pretty badly. AM is pretty high level, of course, as he's an AM. His Aegis will expire. Or did it expire a little bit ago? Razor went for the Ags build now. It's going to help them push, as they do lack some tower damage until Medusa gets some damage items up. I guess first item really will be the Butterfly. It's going to add to her damage a little bit, help against the AM as well. But I'm assuming he's going to go MKB at this point once he sees that comes out. Mid one, still farming it up. He'll have his Axe after this, but he might just get caught out. I still don't know about this Ags. It doesn't do too much for him. Like, it's not bad, it's just not good, right? So whatever, he's the 9k carry player. He is wanting to push out mid real quick here, but he sees too many heroes, so instead he blinks, joins his team top, and Ramsey will take this tower. The rest of Secret pushing out through the bottom lane. MP wants to finish up his Butterfly, but he only has the Eagle Song so far. Can buy the Quarterstaff, but that doesn't really help him too much because he can't even carry it. And Virtus Pro smoking up, where they headed. They actually backed all the way to base with Pasha. Now Ramsey is going to TP out as well to defend bottom. YapzOr building into a Eul's. I'm not so sure the reasoning behind that smoke there. That one went for a casual plate mail just from some extra armor. It's not bad. And between the plate mail and the 20 armor from the Warcry is pretty good. And he'll go for a BKB afterwards. KheZu, in the meantime, was farming up with his Midas. Where will he go? A 4-stat. Pretty decent at kiting Virtus Pro at that point. They'll have 2 4-staffs online now, I think. And a Eul Scepter. Ramsey's still farming up. He does have his Basher flying out to him right now, and he's pretty scary. It's over the net worth, and he will be at the top. 18,000 net worth onto him. I mean, it's not that far ahead of the Secret Course, but he's fairly strong right now. The head-to-head matchup, AM versus Medusa, of course, is going to be AM favorite at this point, and he wants to run onto MP. Hurricane Pike will get MP away, and he's going to cut the creep wave real quick here. Secret is doing a really good job of split pushing and taking out the lanes, as there's not that much catch for Virtus Pro, but they might catch someone now. Mid one will TP away, KheZu goes invis. They don't have the detection for him, so he'll actually get out as well. And this is doing good in terms of stalling the game for Secret, and this is what they need. I think they want to take this late game after the AM, and that's the 3rd courier kill for KheZu. He's been on point with those, but I don't think, I mean, that is their best bet, so their other option is just trying to fight Virtus Pro at this point. It's not really ideal, as sure they have pick-off potential, but AM's pretty much unkillable with this Aghanims. He goes in here back onto YapzOr. YapzOr going to be able to get away, and they'll try to get 4-stat forward to get that stun. Will not get it off, and to see that Virtus Pro are lacking the catch, and they kind of need an Abyssal onto Ramsey. I'm surprised he's going for a Butterfly here. He might double back and go for Abyssal after what happened there. So I think he should have just had an Abyssal now. Like, instead of Ags, just have Abyssal. Like, it doesn't really need the Ags. It doesn't do much for him. Regardless, game will continue. Score is 8-13 right now, and Virtus Pro are ahead. Not really in terms of net worth though, but just in game position for sure. They have a lot more towers. They have all the outer towers, and they have a high chance of getting the next Rosh as well. They have pretty good map vision too, with all these wards. And now Secret in their base a little bit. They might smoke now. Their high ground defense pretty strong though, so it's actually Virtus Pro's. I'd say they're pressured to go high ground, but it's their way to give the game back to Secret here, is to go high ground, and their only option is to really farm. And they're waiting for the next Roshan as well. YapzOr will have his 4-staff soon. He's done a really good job of farming, and the split pushing and the farming that Secret have done on this map, because Virtus Pro kind of lacked some pick off, will mean that they're equalizing the farm that the AM is getting, as he is getting a lot of it. Alright, that's one thing. Did he just reflect the Mystics? Wait, what happened there? That was weird. It blocked it, but it didn't send it back, did it? Oh, what happened there? But, I'm gonna take Roshan now, committing the exorcism for it. I'm not so sure they needed to, but it will make it a lot faster here. They'll have to go back and defend their bottom lane if they don't want to lose their tier 2. We know Puppey with the Invis rune is scouting out really deep. Maybe we'll want to get some aggressive wards as well. There's Ramses with the second Aegis of the game. They got a cheese as well. Hooked up by no one. Exorcism still on cooldown. Now YapzOr and Midwan putting a lot of pressure into this bottom lane. They might actually just get the tower here. YapzOr already on his way out. Kezu scouting out with Vendetta, and now Midwan potentially in a lot of trouble. We can't BKB TP because of the mana void. Get a little bit of Kale there. He will BKB and run, and he will get caught out with the dash. But now his teammates have arrived, Kezu, and alright, 4 staffs galore. They get out just fine. That was another BKB committed from the Razor though, so it's getting quite low now. 6-second BKB, and he's going for an AC next. That'll be pretty good. Help against the Exorcism as well. Puppey will pick up a gem so that they can start to control the map vision. They don't want to give that one away to Virtus Pro though. Solo, still very poor. Solo, never getting any items in these games. And YapzOr does have his 4-staff, going for an Aghanims next. And I still don't understand this Aghanims onto Ramses. At this point, I'm actually thinking Secret will win this. The way things keep going, because I don't see Virtus Pro ending the game anytime soon. With just the way Secret are playing. Every time they just run mid one down a lane, he gets out. He's just too tanky. He pops BKB. He'll be able to run away for sure, because they don't have any way to stop him through BKB. They really need Abyssal onto Ramses, and he's not building it. He's building a butterfly, and he's gonna have it soon. So he actually has it right now, flying out to him. We'll get rid of his boots for it. And once again, I don't. What is this Ags doing? But now Kezu trying to farm into a Aghanims of his own. He is the gem holder right now, so he has to be a little bit careful. Virtus Pro smoked up right now, looking for a pick or something, and will they find somebody? Solo with a high ground ward. I will get pinged out, spotted out by Secret, and they stun the AM. Pop is linking the Aghanim, or whatever, spell shield. And it's whatever, as he has the Aegis, they have something to stop him from maybe blinking in. They also stole a lot of damage from him, by the way. 100 damage taken from mid one. Will expire soon, and we see Ramses blinking aggressively once again. They break his spell shield. They try to catch him out, but he's gonna run away. The Surge saving him there, but Will getting caught out. He almost dies, and he doesn't have any arm charges, so he can't heal up. Now these Stone Gaze keeping everyone back. Ramses taking a lot of damage. They're actually gonna be frozen, turned to stone. No one will get his cheese off though, and this is a pretty good position for the wall as well, and he has to use himself up to avoid taking damage from the Blade Mail. Lil can't really be involved in this engagement. He'll just pop the armor. The Greaves will help everyone up, and they might get a tier 3 here, but I think that's it. Anti-mage? Oh, no blink out, but no one gets caught out. Forced. What the? He's force staff all over the place there, but he does sneak his way back out. Lil comes in, but he'll go down. And now Ramsey's potentially in a lot of trouble. He does blink himself away. Pasha needs to surge himself out. And the force staffs from Secret doing work. They need some hex on somebody or something. But even then, they have so many force staffs that they can force staff the hex target out as long as you're able to turn around. If anything, they need AM with the Abyssal. And you saw there, they tried to go high ground. They did some damage to the tower, but that is it. No one will be farming into the Shiva's guard. It's going to give them a little bit more slow, and you saw how dangerous the Medusa was there, especially with the blade mail against the DP. No one had to commit the Yules just to make sure he didn't kill himself. Ramses doesn't have his Abyssal anytime soon, actually, and look at the net worth. VP still pretty much at 0 against Secret, and it's not a good sign. Anti-Mage going to fall off, especially buying into this Ags. It definitely helped him there, but a Linken's would have done the same and gives him a little bit more regen, helps him out, and more damage as well. And once again, like, reflecting the Sand King's stun, maybe not ideal, especially once Yapzor gets an Aghanims. If he stuns Ramses, Ramses will just blink himself in. Like, let's say Ramses blinks in here, right? And then Yapzor stuns him here, and then he'll end up here. So that's just not good. I don't know if you guys actually understood that, but it'll make sense once it happens later, if it does happen. I'll point it out. Once again, the split push continuing from Secret, and I think VP realized they're on a little bit of a timer. They're pushing in through the bottom lane without their Aegis and Cheese this time. I don't think this will work out for sure. They don't even have the Warlock Golem. Solo in a pretty aggressive position. And you see the blink in from Ramses. They will bash mid one, but there you go. Force staff once again, getting him out. Will reflect the Mystic Stake this time. This is, what the fuck? That just looks really funny there. And once again, he always blinks away from the static link. We'll wait for a spell shield, and they want to go back. No one has his ultimate. He has an Invis rune as well, but they do have a gem on Secret. Of course, they take the tier 3. No one just hide himself in the trees with the Invis rune. They have a gem, as I mentioned. And they'll get a nice 2-man stun, but here comes the Warlock Golem. But no one might die. He pops his BKB. No, he turns around, gets caught by the Stone Gaze, and that will mess up his turn rate. And he will go down, but Ramses, in the meantime, just blinks straight onto MP. He kills him just like that. A nice 2-man stun from Lil. They're doing work. Ramses is going in. He's going to take out mid one here as well. And MP just bought back, forcing a lot of buyback. Yapzor bought back there as well. And that's 2 buybacks coming out from Secret. They will hold their high ground. But no, Lil coming back in. They want to fight. Yapzor with a nice 2-man stun though. Ramses Rampage! What a mana void! And then he goes in more for MP. The buyback forced out from Puppey, and they will take this Rax for sure. Greaves healing everyone up as well, and that was an amazing stun from Lil there. He's making the support spend work. That's funny. It's really funny how that works. Because they're using Force Staff to pop Ramses' spell shield, and as a result, they're force staffing themselves in. Alright, that's one set of racks, and Virtus Pro going for the plays. If that did not work out for them, that would have been pretty bad, but it did. And so now they're at a pretty big advantage. That net worth that was pretty much at 0 now will be about at 10,000, and they can get the next Aegis as well. We will find out when it respawns in about 30 seconds. Lil will have a Force Staff of his own here real soon, and that will help his teammates get out of danger. And everyone had to buy back for Secret, and they just still lost their racks, and they even died back there on Yapzor. And that's not good. You see Razor trying to build into a refresher for his double ult, like old times. We used to see this at TI4, you know, Death Prophet versus Razor, blast from the past. But now Ramses will have his completed Abyssal Blade flying out to him, and he's 6 slotted. He's ready to end the game. He has a BKB. It's a Abyssal Blade and a BKB. He's without boots right now, just relying on his Surge and Flutter from the Butterfly. And this is showing that Virtus Pro want to end the game, maybe even before the next Roshan. And Ramses, of course, with the BKB will be untouchable, except for the Stone Gaze. That's all they have to watch out for. The biggest spell on Secret right now is Stone Gaze. That's the only thing that will stop Virtus Pro from running right through Secret, and it's not going to help YapzOr though, as he gets caught out by Lil and Ramses. He gets the Yules in the air, the blink away as well. Pasha is here though with the vacuum back and the punch. Still not up 100 plus 120 damage punch, but that's YapzOr dead without buyback, as it is on a cooldown still. Of course, I don't think he has the money for it as well. Ramses will push into the mid. This will be a 5v4 defense for Secret, and they will have to get a really good Stone Gaze off to do this one. And Medusa is not hitting hard enough as well to be a threat either, and she wants to push in for one more wave, but they're going to get initiated on. Ramsey goes in. He wants Pieliedie, or not Pieliedie, Puppey. Pieliedie is kicked from Secret a long time ago, and he will go in for the kill. Will not want to commit his ultimate. Pasha instead going to go and finish it off. And they're going to go in with the Death Prophet ultimate as well. There's BKB pop from no one. Ramsey goes in, gets stunned up by the Nyx Assassin. Nice vacuum. Here's the cleave. Warlock ultimate comes in as well as the Fatal Bonds. Everyone is dying. Oh no, Ramsey's attacking the Spike Carapace. It's going to turn around as the Stone Gaze comes out, and they will take the racks. And I think they're just going to get themselves out. Or maybe not. No, there's Lil with a two-man stun. They come in. They want to end the game. Godlike streak. Double kill for Ramses. This is game. There's no buyback on the Medusa. She bought out for items. This is Mega Creeps for sure, and I think VP just won the summit with that. Lil making the plays with the support Sven, getting the two-man stuns off. Freaking Stormhammer, YapzOr, they're sticking in for it now. They want to look for Epicenter. Yeah, Ramses does not have his BKB up, but he's actually going to blink onto mid one, and they want to do the damage onto him. Nice vacuum as well. There's the Mana Void. YapzOr will get out. No, he will not. He goes down. Everybody is dead. Good game, well played is called, and VP will take this series in 5 against Team Secret. They had to go back on their all-hero strategy and pick up some heroes that they've had to play before. Most notably the Warlock, Death Prophet, Darkseer, and Sven, but in different roles. It was the support Sven this time around, and they had Ramses on the AM, the last hero that they will pick in this tournament that is part of the all-hero challenge, I guess you can call it that, and it definitely won them the game there, as you saw that rampage from Ramses. Oh man, the Fatal Bonds, Mana Void, that was too much for Secret to deal with, and they were doing a good job of playing the game, splitting the waves and forcing Virtus Pro to constantly go back in defense, stalling out the game, but it did not matter. Virtus Pro executed that last fight in the bottom lane, or not the last fight, but they executed that fight in the bottom lane perfectly there. Really nice plays from everybody. Give out to Pasha with good vacuums into the Stormhammers, and Ramses was able to come in and carry his team after that. Well played, Virtus Pro. I don't think it had to take all 5, but they just showed their dominance here against Secret. Unfortunately, since they played through the lower bracket, they played through so many heroes that they were kind of forced to go back and pick up some real heroes that they wanted to win, instead of play support Arc Warden or support Meepo or these other heroes that are not so good, like, I don't know. Well, they had some decent heroes left that they could have picked, but it just was a bit too greedy, and most importantly, they needed real supports. And I mean, I guess in this game they had a support Sven, so that's not a real support, it's traditional support, but they made it work. I think the big thing was them just picking up the Darkseer again. It's something that Pasha is comfortable on. It's a hero that's pretty good as well. If you're going to pick a greedier offlane hero, I think the Darkseer is a better fit. It's because he is just useful in terms of fighting early with the mech, and it's not like an axe, or you saw it last game where he gets into trouble and then he doesn't really go into lane that well depending on the matchup, and then he'll have to just go back and farm blink and ends up being a little bit useless. But just well played, Virtus Pro. That's gonna be it for my cast. All 5 games. About how long have I been live here, guys? 5 hours of casting. Pretty good. About 1 hour a game. Alright, they kept some games short though, like game 4, but well played, Virtus Pro. They will be a 2 times Summit champion. And let's see if they actually decide to go for an interview this time. But that's going to be it for me. Peace out, everybody. And see you guys in my next cast. I don't know when that will be, but it'll be sometime. But I'm I'm happy that I can do these live casts once again, because there's not these Chinese tournaments. We're actually in human hours, for me at least. But see you guys, and hope you guys enjoyed.